Hey guys, Kieran coming to you live for this week's message. This week I want to talk about why perseverance is power, and why when we persevere through the challenges, the setbacks, the things that we will encounter that frustrate our goals, that we can really, really achieve them and become successful and actually exceed our original expectations. A part of my approach to life and approach to accomplishing my goals and my objectives is really committing fully to what I endeavor to do. And then actually committing relentlessly, meaning embracing this idea of persevering, of working through those things that will come up, no matter what, and just not giving up. It's something that served me, guys, so well. It's helped me really break through a lot of barriers as I've grown my career, my businesses, and really grown as a person and matured as a professional. And I just want to impart a couple of tips and ways in which I do this to a really high level, because I really feel that most people are on the 5-yard line, right? Really close to achieving their goals, their dream life, their dream career, their business. But they give up, they lose focus, they lose confidence, and they lose commitment when they're this close to a breakthrough, when they're this close to achieving what it is they originally set out to do. So a couple of quick tips on how I persevere to accomplish and make sure I see it through to the end and make sure that I achieve my goals. One is I get really, really clear on why I'm doing this, right? On the motivation behind why this goal is important to me, right? That's really clear and important to do from the outset, which is what are the reasons why this is pulling me? Why am I going to invest time and resources and the trade-offs, right? The opportunity cost of what else I could be doing with my time and resources, but I'm choosing to do this, right? So getting really, really clear on the why. Then I'm going to make sure that I chart out and anticipate any of the obstacles that might come up. This is important too, so that we're not totally dumbstruck and awestruck by the things that do happen. But we actually have a little bit of forecasting and a little bit of expectation and understanding like what those might be, right? So we have some visibility down the road and can understand what might come up before it actually does. This is really important too. Also, what I'll do is when I do get discouraged, when I do have things come up, because we always do. Sorry, I'm walking around here in Manhattan on the rooftop of my new office here. It's pretty cool, right? Look at this view in Chelsea. Sorry, I digress. What I do too is just realize why I'm setting out to do this, and I kind of recommit sometimes when I feel discouraged or frustrated or I'm losing confidence and something's becoming really hard. Case in point, I realize too that I don't always do a good job of putting myself in the shoes of others when I'm trying to understand where they're coming from when we're both working for the same goal but might have a different set of objectives or personality traits or ways in which we do things. And I'm kind of working through that right now with a very difficult situation. But when I did take myself out of my own shoes, out of my own world, my own perspective, and I understood the other parties better, it made me realize where I had made an error. It made me realize where I could show and demonstrate more empathy. It made me realize where I could address this from a different angle. And I did that, and I was able to bring around the conversation pretty quickly. So that was one case in point where that empathy, that taking out the perspective outside of your own lens for a minute can really, really serve you. And another way that I find power and perseverance is by, the repeated confidence that I get from achieving my goals over and over and kind of consistently elevating the play of field, right? And the level at which I play. Meaning, we create confidence and we create a level of certainty when we set out and tell ourselves in the world we're going to do something, and then we go out and actually accomplish it, right? It feels good to do that. And in order to do that, because no great goal comes without sacrifice and obstacle, we need to create big goals to start with, right? So that's important too, is to dream big enough so that we can lean into and grow into and find ways to achieve things. And don't undersell and undercut our dreams and our ambition, right? So dream big, and then recommit, persevere, and find the resources, the people, and the strength you're going to need to break through those obstacles and walls, right? Because there's so much power, guys, in perseverance, that ability to commit relentlessly to our vision and to persevere through all the obstacles and not give up until we achieve it. So much power in that. Just pause for a minute and think about that. So I hope this was of some value to you this week. If it was, drop me a line. Let me know. like this, share this with somebody that could benefit from it too. And as always, to your success, your happiness, and your freedom as well, I hope that you too can find power in perseverance.